everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super thrilled. We'll be creating this gorgeous cut crease glittery pink full face of my products that I love using the soft Glam palettes. This is a gorgeous palette, and I will be talking more about it throughout the video, and you guys will see how I create this eyeshadow look using these shadows. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, let's go and watch. But before you do that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell next to it so you guys can be notified every time I upload, so we can make this family grow and just have a lot of fun. So let's get into the video. Alright, you guys, so we're gonna be starting off with the cut crease. As you guys can see, I have my brows done. I always do my brows before I do any video, just because it does take me about 20 minutes or more to do them, because I take my time. So if you guys want an in-depth eyebrow tutorial, let me know in the comments or send me a message. But like I said in the beginning, we're gonna be doing a cut crease. And I've been practicing on my cut crease for a while. When I did do prom, like some girls for prom, a lot of them wanted cut crease, so I had to practice, and every eye shape is different, but I will show you a technique that I have seen from friends of mine, YouTubers, the way to get a good cut crease for your eye shape. And started, I may be a little hyper. I made myself a homemade coffee, which is probably just milk, because I'm pregnant, I can't drink a lot of coffee, but a little coffee goes a long way for me. We're just gonna start off with our transition shade. I'm going to be taking this one right here. This one is called Orange Soda. I love this eyeshadow just because it is a perfect orange, like a perfect transition shade, as you guys can see. And you guys know that when I do my first transition shade, I grab my brushes from the end, just because I don't want a lot of pigment. I just want it kind of like spread around, just kind of like messy in a way, just so this color peeks through. And also, since we will be doing a cut crease, most of our colors will be staying up here. I'll try to stay away from my lid as possible, because we are gonna cut it with concealer. Transition shade has to be very noticeable, so that way when you do your other deep colors, this will still show up. So like I said, this is the pink eyeshadow look that you guys wanted. I know it's not like a full lid pink, but I will be incorporating some pink glitter and the shades on top. And I think this is just really fun if you really want to do like a glam pink eyeshadow look. One thing with these shadows, I will say, because they are very pigmented, they do have fallout, and at first I thought, well, if it's such an expensive palette, why is it having so much fallout? And so I started watching more videos on it, and that's just how this formula is, because it's so pigmented, it's gonna have this fallout. But it's worth it. I think if you can manage with this fallout, you'll be fine, and I think it's a good palette. Starting to take this color right here. I think this one's called Sienna. I think that's what it's called. I'm really bad with names, very sorry. So this, we're gonna be a little bit more precise, and we're gonna start taking it a little more into the crease. Like I said, be very soft, very gentle. And when you're trying to place it, first you can slide it around, and then to blend it in, you can start going in circular motions. When I'm doing a cut crease, I like to be very neat, because at the end, these are the colors that are gonna like make up the shadow, the eye look, I mean. So just slightly build it up, because once you put a lot, it's gonna be really hard to blend in. But if you put a little and then go back, blend it, then it starts to come together. Then I take the brush and I kind of go in circular motions to blend it out. I will be moving kind of quickly through the eyes, on like fast forwarding it, so that way it doesn't take too long, and you guys can, don't be watching me do my makeup for 40 minutes, because we will be doing a full face and everything, but you do have to take your time with this cut crease. And now we're actually gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I will show you guys how to deepen it up once we cut it. But again, I will be taking my Smashbox Studio Skin 24 Hour. This is waterproof concealer, because I will be going out today and I will be in the sun. You guys know. So I like to take it on the back of my hand, just like that. And then with a very, very precise brush, this small one right here, to still like thin it out like this, kind of like shape it very sharply. And I'm gonna go ahead and take some on the back of my hand. And this is the trick that I'm gonna show you guys. So I put some on the bottom of my lid first. Make sure you put enough. And then I'm gonna look up. Looks a little creepy, but you see where that line is? That's how far I'm gonna go for my cut crease. You know, it looks a little bigger, and the reason I'm going that high, it's because like when I open my eye, that's when you're gonna see the cut crease. If I were gonna go lower, since my eyes are slightly hooded, you won't be able to see the cut crease. So that's why I say do it for your eye shape, because that is where your crease is gonna be noticeable. Fast forwarding through this, just because it does take me a long time and I don't want you guys watching forever, but I will be doing it in detail, okay? So, zoom.
Watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be.
I'm gonna be setting my concealer with the NYX Banana Powder. I will be taking just a regular brush like this. And I do this because I don't know what it is about the eyeshadow. It doesn't really like, it just kind of cleans onto it instead of actually setting it. So I just slightly pat it in. And maybe you can't really notice the cut crease right now, but I will be adding a little bit more definition right here so we can see it. Like I said, just patting motions so you don't really move around the concealer, you just kind of set it in place. Really small brush, I'm going to be taking this color right here. This is called Rustic. Really, really lightly. And I will be putting that in the crease so we can add some definition. Again, just following the line. Really smaller brush too. We're going to start slowly buffing that out. Take again this color right here, and we're going to put that in the crease again to blend this shade out. Go. And first I'm going to, so we're done right there for now. Now I'm going to go into the glitter, my favorite part. The hard candy, you guys know these are my favorite press and glitters. And I just love like the range, the color of it. You know, you have your gold, your pink, your blue, your green, a darker pink, and your silver, which are amazing. So I will be taking this color right here. I will be taking this on this very, very small brush and follow the line.
Watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared.
I will be taking this shade right here, and I will be placing that on my lid with a little bit of the one right next to it, just to add a little bit of shimmer. I don't want too much, that's why I'm using the one next to it, just to give it a little color. Like I said, try to pat. There we go, it kind of brightened it up a little. Like I said, it's a very glam look, so I'm gonna be doing eyeliner. This is the Eco London eyeliner. Looks like these. And like I said, I'll be fast forwarding because I'll take a long time. I will be adding some falsies and I will be right back. These are on. As you guys can see, they totally complete the look. They just make it a whole lot better. And now I did zoom you guys a little bit out so that way you guys can see a little bit what's going on the face. So let's get started. The Milani drops. This is the Prep and Smooth Camellia. I love this stuff. I love how it smells. I love what it does to my skin. Going a little crazy. I love what it just seriously does to my skin. It makes it a whole lot smoother. It just lets the foundation glide on like freaking butter. This as my primer as well, since it does give you like that texture feeling, you know, tacky feeling in my back. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Golden Beige. That's a lot. I'm gonna take one first because this goes a long way. And like I always do, add some dots first, just everywhere. People always laugh when I do it like this because I look like I have makeup chicken box. But here we go. So with this sponge, just obviously if you wanted more coverage, you can use a brush. But since I have dry skin, I feel like when I use a brush, it just kind of picks up like my dry patches a little bit more. But you know, if you want to use it, because look, just with the sponge, this is how much coverage you get. So imagine with a brush you would get a lot more because it doesn't soak up as much product. But this is a Suco, I think, blending, and it's a little bit more dense than like the Physicians Formula, so it doesn't soak up as much product anyways. So that's why I really like it. And it does give me the coverage that the foundation, you know, gives me. It doesn't soak up too much product. Love how this foundation looks. So you guys can see that was one pump. So Smashbox, again, 24-hour wear. And again, this is pretty thick as well, so a little goes a long way. I'm gonna put some nose, a little on my forehead. I don't like to put too much. Shade is like almost like the foundation. I don't really use it to highlight too much. I like to do that with the powder. And for my under eyes, I actually do take a brush and I like to pat it, so it gives me the most coverage there. And I don't slide it, I like to pat it, so that way it gives me the most coverage right there, because that is where we need it for these ojeras. Under eyes, obviously using my NYX Banana shade. I'm just trying to hit pan on this so you guys can see, but it's just amazing and affordable, and I love that. So I look up and then I just sit. And since this is a banana shade, it's really going to brighten up my under eyes. So that's why I didn't use such a light shade, because honestly, with this banana shade, it does it for me. And I don't like, a lot of people like to highlight a lot where you can obviously tell the whiteness, like where it's really light, but I don't like that. I feel like this does enough for me. And I do it with the sponge because I feel like, again, it gives me the most powder, like full coverage of the powder. And it just sets my makeup in place, like sinking it in, pressing it in, you know. So my face, I feel like this is enough coverage. So I have two options. This is the Rimmel translucent powder. This one is just going to like set it. It's not going to give you any extra coverage or anything like that. And then I have the Fit Me from Milani. This is a tinted one, so it will give me a little bit more coverage. So I think to set like my forehead and a little on the area here, I will be using this, and then this for the cheeks to give me a little bit of more coverage. And just a little where I feel like I need it. Like I said, on my forehead, I just really lightly go everything because I do get really dry there. I don't know why, and I don't like to put too much powder there. So this one, just on the outside of my face, because it does have a slight tint, so if I put it under my eyes, it's just going to neutralize everything again where I highlighted. You guys should know my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then with that, I like to take this brush right here because it's like flat like these, but it's fluffy. Does that make sense? and I just take it. And first I like to kind of like sculpt it out. It is a little warm, but I think I go in with a little bit of the Hula from Benefit, and I kind of deepen it out. But I really like the formula of this one because it's so easy to blend, so buttery. You know, the name says it all, but seriously, this is a great bronzer. For blush, since the eyes are so pink and so glam, I will be using my blush from Benefit. This is a blush and a contour, but I like the undertone of it. It's pretty mauve. So just take a little and pat that and blend it in. As you can see, it does have a little bit of shimmer as well. I like bronzers and blushes with shimmer. If you don't, you know, you could use a more matte blush. But I like how this looks because it does have that slight undertone, but yet kind of brown. I really love how that looks with this bronzer. And set the face, and then I'll add highlighter. Since I will be using this makeup for a while, I will be using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Shake it up, and then I like to kind of cover my eyes if I can. The only thing, this I've used it and it does keep your makeup in place, but I hate how it smells. Wet n Wild Precious Petal, just because I feel like this goes with the eyes really nicely. I was going to use this one, but gold, this one. So I use a fan brush instead of like very precisely. And ooh, I love how this, love. And it's so affordable, it's incredible. There we go. Because it can be such a subtle like highlight, but yeah, if you want it to be a little blinding, you just go a little crazier. The Rimmel lip liner in the shade, what shade is this? Wine. Just slightly. Lipstick, I will be taking a gloss and this one. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 70 Amazonian. All of these lipsticks, they're like, how do I explain it? They last like super long. And the wand that it has on it is just so easy to outline. Everyone, so this is our finished look. I totally fell in love with the way the eyes came out, everything, the face. Like I said, these are my go-to products, so I highly recommend all of them. The foundation is totally worth it. You know, everything else, I promise you, you'll fall in love with. Dry, oily, combly skin, I feel like these products work amazing. Like I said, this palette, I only used 2, 3, I think, eyeshadows, but trust me, you could create so many looks with it. Totally recommend it. I love this. And I really hope you guys liked this glam eyeshadow look. I really love the way it's going, and I love creating these glam makeup looks for you guys. You guys seem to like them, and you guys liked my challenge, the what's in the box challenge. So give me more ideas so we can make this channel grow. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody that has been subscribing to my channel. It means so much to me, and I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Thank you everybody for watching, and make sure you subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up for me, please. And until next time, bye everyone.